think you can win?
Poor little bat.
Hey guys, what is going on? It's Austin here, and today we have another game analysis video. And with the upcoming announcement of the Suicide Squad game and a new Batman game, I felt it was perfect to kick things off with the Arkham series. And we're starting with none other than Arkham Asylum, the game that changed the industry forever. I did my first game analysis about a week ago for God of War 2018, so go check that out if you're interested. You guys supported the hell out of that video, and I hope you guys keep it up for the entirety of the analysis series, especially the videos for the Arkham games. But unlike the God of War video, this video will contain spoilers for Arkham Asylum, so if you haven't yet played the game, this is your warning. Also, this analysis of Arkham Asylum is completely based on my own experiences with the game, therefore this video is 100% biased. If you did not enjoy Arkham Asylum, that is perfectly fine, and feel free to comment down below your own experiences in regards to Arkham Asylum. And for the 3 people still watching this video, let's get right into it. Arkham Asylum dropped into stores in August 2009 and was the first time we were seeing a large-budget superhero game that was not just a cash grab or a tie-in for an upcoming or recently released movie, show, or comic. Arkham Asylum was set in its own universe, now referred to as the Arkham universe, containing Arkham Origins as well as the PS Vita and 3DS spin-off game Arkham Origins Blackgate, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and finally the most recent release, Arkham Knight. Rocksteady was building an entire universe with one entry and still somehow managed to not feel like a giant setup for future games. And let's just talk about the first 15 minutes of this game. Pans of Gotham's gothic design as the Batmobile zooms through the streets. Zooming to Arkham, we see a sign referencing escaped patients, showing that there has been escapes before, and the road to Arkham is somewhat near inhabited parts of the city. This offers a realistic setting for the route to Arkham, knowing that these prisons are never completely remote from society, but often right off the main path. Batman finally reaches the asylum and ensures the Joker won't break free once more. You're slowly walking through what will soon be your playground for the next 6 to 8 hours, soaking up the grimy atmosphere of Arkham Asylum and its lively nature. You get to see the personality of the inmates, the guards, and the doctors. You pass through what feels like TSA levels of security, only for the Joker to spring loose immediately. This is storytelling. It shows you what's going to happen, it doesn't tell you. Asylum's beautiful atmosphere is full of hidden secrets and lore of present and missing characters from the game. Although fan-favorite characters like Mr. Freeze, Ra's al Ghul, and Penguin were missing, Rocksteady included subtle nods to them in the world of Arkham Asylum. This allowed them to acknowledge their existence while not cramming them into the already full main plot. A lot of these references are disguised as riddles given to the player from the Riddler. These were just little riddles to solve in passing, but never anything to get lost in. As you complete each riddle, you unlock more character bios and even pick up interview tapes from each of Batman's biggest foes. These tapes are quite addicting to listen to. Here's a few interviewing Victor Zsasz.
Taped patient evaluation 5. Victor is not responding well to treatment. Victor, yesterday we spoke about the people you killed.
Ah, the zombies.
They are all people, Victor.
They are zombies, continuously shuffling through the daily grind, waiting for someone to liberate them.
You mean, kill them? The police report states that you've murdered, or liberated, if you like, 20 young women in the last 3 months. Each had her throat slit and was left posed.
They were all lucky to be chosen to receive my gift.
I doubt they would agree with you.
Really? How about you, Miss Cassidy? As you take the elevator to your apartment each night, open the 6 locks to apartment 433. Remember you forgot to buy your cat food. Again?
How do you know where
As you sit down on your favorite red chair, cat on lap, just waiting for something to happen. I can make it happen, Sarah. I am your salvation.
Patient's name is Victor Zsasz. For the record,
The patient has transferred from Dr. Cassidy, who is on leave after the incident last week. Hello, Victor. Please, take a seat. Guards, you can leave us.
Sorry, Doctor. Warden's orders. I can't leave you alone with him.
I understand. Hello, Victor. How are you feeling today? Victor, I can't help you if you don't speak.
Depressed. Does that help you? Can you get into my mind, Doctor?
Why depressed?
I'm just thinking about the one that got away. The one I chose. I needed the mark. I want the mark!
Victor has been more subdued recently. Response to medication has been poor.
Touching.
Hello, Victor. Is there anything you'd like to talk about today? Victor! This is going nowhere. Guards! Get him out of here!
You heard the doctor. Get out. Didn't you hear me?
He's got a knife! Ah! Get a trike in him! Get a trike in him! Oh, God! He's on Bill!
He's cutting him. Get him off. Get him off. We need help here.
Victor has been in isolation since the attack on the guard last week. As I wait for him to be brought up to me, I have had time to review his notes. I am increasingly worried he cannot be cured. He has no empathy for his victims. Deep down, I believe he views all of us as potential victims.
Doc, are you okay?
What's happening?
It's Zaz. He broke out of isolation. He's gone.
Oh, God!
Don't worry, Doc. You're in the safest place. He's definitely left the island.
Of course. But someone needs to alert the authorities. He'll need to kill again. Do you understand me? Needs to. Oh, no. He's gone after Dr. Cassidy.
Hello?
Sarah, it's Gretchen. Listen to me.
For the love of... Hold on. There's someone at the door.
Sarah, do not answer the door. Can you hear me? Do not answer the door. It says he's free.
So as you can tell, some of these tapes are quite gripping and offer a very detailed look into the motives these villains have. While I brought up the plot, Arkham Asylum has a very basic and linear story, which isn't really a bad thing, but if you're looking for a game with heavy rain level depth, this is the wrong game for you. It begins with Batman returning the Joker to Arkham Asylum, only for him to spring loose once more, in classic Joker fashion, and Joker then takes control of the prison with the help of Harley Quinn. As you progress through the game, you meet other classic Batman villains, such as Scarecrow, Killer Croc, Poison Ivy, even a short encounter with Bane. As the game goes on, you unlock more areas to the island, and soon realize this is more than just a game of cat and mouse, and it's up to Batman to figure out Joker's real plan by taking control of the island. Nothing very complicated, just a straightforward story. Multiple playthroughs of this game will definitely leave you burned out, so I suggest kind of spacing out your playthroughs, but even though I've beaten this game multiple times, I've always come back and beat it and enjoyed every second of it. Arkham Asylum is a well-crafted experience, anywhere from its addicting combat system to snatching people from below in a stealth section, to platforming and solving puzzles to progress the story. This game is the all-around experience, and this is elevated once you reach the classic Scarecrow and Killer Croc sections. The eerie build-up to Scarecrow's first nightmare and the progressive terror it gives the player throughout the game is still to this day, in my opinion, unmatched.
Father?
You should have stood up to him, son. Like a man.
Mom?
Help us, Bruce! Don't let us die!
And let's be honest, when the game did the cool little screen flicker, we all thought our PS3 was finally about to blow up. The Metal Gear-esque tactic is followed by a complete redo of the intro cutscene, this time with Joker in control and Batman as the prisoner. Even with a fake death as well, prompting you to flick the middle stick to counter the attack.
DJ, we're ready!
I've waited a long time for this, Bats. Let's start the party with a bang.
This leads to one last platforming section and ends with a creative but very simple Scarecrow boss fight. Slightly later in the game, you find yourself at a point in the story where you must venture into Killer Croc's lair and obtain spore samples. Anyone who has played this game before knows exactly what this section is and the fear it struck into players. We all remember our first encounter with Killer Croc in the sewers. Creeping through the sewers, wanting to escape as soon as possible, but also not being able to run or else you alert Croc of your location.
I will feast on your bones.
The boss fights of these games weren't very challenging if you know what to do, but they were just a blast and truly felt like you were Batman taking down one of his supervillains. The platforming used in the Scarecrow boss fight, mixed with the arcade-like combat for the Harley Quinn boss fight, and even the quick reflexes needed for the Bane's so-called boss fight, they were all fun little one-off battles, but the Bane fight does lose its importance when you see it practically retreaded throughout the entire game, but just with the normal enhanced NPCs. But the real joke is the final Joker boss fight, which is a combination of the Bane boss fight, beating up thugs, and then shooting Joker with the Batclaw when prompted to. As well paced as the entire game is, the last hour feels like a clusterfuck of bosses. You prevent the pumping of Titan into the water supply of Gotham. In the process, you have a Titan enemy boss fight. Once you finish, you go to the Botanical Gardens to stop Ivy, which ends in a boss fight. Now that Ivy is beaten, you attend Joker's party, which leads to another Titan-enhanced boss fight. Once that fight is finished, now you're on to the final boss of the game, Titan-enhanced Joker. Beat the Joker, get a final cutscene, roll credits. The last hour is just as much fun to play as the first hour, but it just feels like Rocksteady blew their load too early and now they either had to rush to reach a deadline, or just had to end the game because they ran out of other ideas. Arkham Asylum was the beginning of a new generation of games, the first wave of games that could truly take advantage of the console's hardware, like Uncharted, GTA 4, Modern Warfare 2, Halo Reach, and so on. The innovation of Arkham Asylum is still seen in games of today, like Marvel's Spider-Man and the upcoming Avengers title. If you haven't yet, make sure to check out the Arkham series, and if you've already played them, I think it's time for another playthrough. Although it may not be the best in the series, it is still a phenomenal game and could easily win Game of the Year once more if it was released in today's video game climate. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did, be sure to leave a like and drop a comment for the next game series I should analyze after the Arkham games. Next up, we're going to have Arkham City. These videos take loads of time to make, so help a brother out and share with your friends. YouTube doesn't do a really good job with promoting my videos to new viewers, so if you have a friend that you think would enjoy, definitely share this video with them. Anyway, I hope you guys all have a wonderful day, and peace out.